is. We back, we back, we back. Dave cooking up in the building. Fuck it is, people. Hit that like button. Yeah, that live last night was funny as a motherfucker. I just re-listened to that shit. Yeah. Yeah, those guys are crazy, man. The Jaguar rights, the big Hobie CCs, the J Deals. Hey, so we got some wild characters on this internet right now, man. I swear. If you ain't seen that live from last night, check it out. It's hilarious. Yo, but if somebody need to get Dr. Umar Johnson on the line ASAP, man. His daughter's crashing out, man. Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter is crashing out. Sad for real. Ready to take my ass to work. So I got my motherfucking reflector pants on. Come on, UT, sitting out notification, stop playing, man. Got business to talk about. Gotta talk about old Dr. Umar. Hit that like button. Just wait till some people come in. YouTube playing crazy. They playing crazy today. Slow on the notification tip. Yeah, but somebody need to somebody need to get Dr. Umar Johnson alive, man. Tell him to get his daughter, man. What the fuck are all these bees on my car for? What are they doing? Oh, they ain't no. They ain't make no beehive in that bitch. Look at this shit. Okay, y'all see that? Well, it's two of them. Now it's just one. Look like they was trying to get into the little thing right there. They better not put no beehive in my motherfucking. What's it called, man? Look, why are they doing this? Look, these motherfucking bees, yo, they make beehives anywhere out this bitch. But anyway, yo, somebody need to get in contact with Dr. Umar Johnson. His daughter is crashing out, and I'm concerned. I'm concerned, y'all, for Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter. If it ain't gonna be concerned, I will. Fuck it. She just put up a post online talking about she missing, and last thing she heard was that she got killed. She done went to Baltimore to try to be on Baltimore baddies. Meanwhile, she can't even fight. She just got scraped in Philly 2 weeks prior. And Dr. Umar Johnson is online trying to explain to black people how to parent their kids. Like, yo, somebody explain this to me. Yo, how does this make sense? How does this make sense, yo? How is Dr. Umar Johnson online? How is he online trying to tell people how to raise their kids? Meanwhile, his daughter is online doing some of the wildest things for attention. This bee is still by my car. It must have got a beehive in there. Does that make sense to people? I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the little girl, but I guess the school plan fell through. You know, I don't even think that was a plan. I think that was a play the whole time. But his daughter's out here homeless, crashing out. I'm concerned as a parent of my own kids. I'm concerned for Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter because what the fuck is going on? Like you would thought that after all this time he'd at least, he'd at least got some type of control. She crashing out, man. This nigga better, yo, Dr. Umar Johnson better not do another interview. Dr. Umar Johnson better not do it. The interview we said Dr. Umar Johnson, he better have his daughter with him. I mean it. Straight up. If Dr. Umar Johnson do another interview and his daughter ain't on the right of him, yeah, well, I'm going to have a problem. I'm ready to wage war on Dr. Umar Johnson, man. Because I feel like I was played. I supported this man through thick and thin, man. You hear me? Through thick and thin, I supported him. Even when it was evident that the school was a sham, I tried to make excuses for him. I said, no, I just think, he just, he bit off more than he can chew. I think he went into the situation blindly. Nope, that's not what happened. It was a scam. It was a scam the whole time, man. And old lady, what's up? This is GG. What you want to ask me, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, the school ain't coming, man. School ain't coming. I don't even want shit. Even if it was coming at this point, if you can't teach your own kids nothing, I don't need you to teach mine shit. Like what the fuck? Like how like the nigga ain't raised none of his kids, man. Like I understand one child, you know what I mean, baby mother playing games, I get it. But that man got two daughters that don't know each other, which means he ain't been in neither one of their life. So how was he writing books on parenting? Like, oh, that nigga ain't never been a parent. This nigga crazy. That's like me writing a book on architecture. Hey yo, I'm ready to write a book on architecture, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in. I ain't never been an architect though, but the book gonna be fire. It's gonna tell you how to build everything from scratch. It's gonna tell you how to build everything from scratch, man. After the book, I do on agriculture. I mean on architect. I'm gonna write a book on agriculture. It's gonna be a New York Times bestseller. Like for real though, it's the same concept. Like this nigga been telling black people how to raise their kids and what black boys should do, and meanwhile, he got two black daughters that ain't seen him. That nigga been gone since November. This nigga Umar Johnson crazy, man. Let me tell you what his daughter said. So his daughter put up a post. If I can find it. I know I ain't save it. Now Vlad trying to take responsibility. Like, man, fuck no, bitch. I've been calling Tony Busby out for the beginning of the time, nigga. You ain't doing that. He trying now. Vlad trying to act like he's saying something slick. I've been called that punk ass nigga out. Get no credit for that, nigga. I've been said that nigga was an extortionist. Look, so his daughter put up a post. Does anyone know where Nisha is? She was found dead with a gunshot wound to the head in a trap house down North Philly. She claimed on live last week she didn't have any family, so please keep her in your prayers. I am someone who gave her clothes down Cumberland on Wednesday. This is so sad. She was such a sweet girl and just wanted genuine help. Praying for her soul. God grant her forgiveness for taking her own life. Yo, this is crazy. Then the day before she did this. Hold up. Now I think this is a play. I think she's seeking attention. Yo, but this is what happens, y'all, when kids grow up without a father, y'all. She been trying to be a stripper.
When y'all be comments and stuff like this, it be making me want to slap the shit out of y'all because, bitch, why not? I need money, right? I'm homeless, right? Why not be a stripper? I'm going to make a lot of money because I'm a pretty girl. I'm young. I'm a people's person. I'm an extrovert. I know how to talk to people. Why not? When y'all be comments and stuff like this, It be making me want to slap the shit out of you because, bitch, why not?
Crashing out.
I need money, right? I'm homeless, right? Why not be a stripper? I'm going to make a lot of money because I'm a pretty girl. I'm young. I'm a people's person. I'm an extrovert. I know how to talk to people. Why not? Why
You
do
gotta know how
y'all
to
knock
fight.
other people hustle? You don't see me knocking nobody's food truck, so don't knock what the fuck I'm doing because I'm minding my business and I'm getting to my ends so I get to my ends. And I feel like nobody should be worrying about how I get to my ends because that's my money at the end of the day. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. When y'all be
Yeah, they be, you know, they play, you know how they do. Yeah, she been crashing out for days, man. Like it's sad. And this, like, how is his daughter doing this? There's no way.
I said I pull up to the block, spin the blends, like what's going on though?
Check it out.
Red. So what you're doing is this is the battle rap. Battle rap.
She going state to state crashing out, and she's still young, man. Umar Johnson. I don't want to see no more interviews, man. Straight up. I don't want to see not one more Dr. Umar Johnson interview until he got his daughter next time. I think we should make that mandatory. I think we should be protesting Dr. Umar Johnson, man. Go get your child, man. Straight up. It's getting ridiculous at this point. Girl online crying for help. And this nigga out here is bullshit. Out here doing interviews trying to talk about how I raise their children. Shit, meanwhile, his children running the streets of Philly and shit. Out here getting in street fights.
We get in trouble. Like we have to stay above a certain percentage of our customers' transactions that are rewarded.
Let me get 3 single Black Mile records. Classic. 3 single classic Black Mile records.
We don't say like, 31, 30 days going on. Okay.
Snake House. I don't know what you're talking about. Nah, I'm good. Have a good one. Snake House. What it is, man. Shy, what's up? Good morning. Afternoon, whatever it is. No, we just trying to figure out what's going on with Dr. Umar. We worried about his daughter, man. Since he ain't worried about it, I think us as the people have an obligation to, to pick up the slack. Yo, we might got raised Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter, y'all. I just came to that conclusion. I think us as the people, since he not gonna do it, it takes a village to raise a child. So if he ain't gonna do it, y'all think we gotta do it. Both of them. He got 2 kids out here running around. Unguided. You know what I mean? What's up, baby? You be tripping. you got 2 kids out here running around without guidance, man. And I'm worried. Like, that's just sad, y'all. But I ain't gonna beat up on Dr. Umar Johnson. He got too much to worry about. But I say this. Yo, where my light at? God damn it. right, my bad, y'all. So before I get to driving, so look at this though, y'all. So the federal government is trying to all of a sudden avoid sentencing guidelines. Like, yo, the feds is on some bullshit with Diddy, yo. Just can't accept their laws. So now they just try and do anything. Listen to this shit. Yo, the federal government is trying to put in a motion to the judge to say, basically, remember when I was telling you that remember I was telling y'all that since Diddy beat the RICO and Diddy beat the sex trafficking charges that they can't bring it up during sentencing? But the federal government is saying we want to challenge that law. we want to challenge the law that says, look, federal prosecutors seek for Diddy to be sentenced to at least 6 to 8 years jail time. Prosecutors last week said 51 to 63 months in prison for Diddy, but details indicate 6 to 8 years. They appear ready for a novel argument under a recent federal guidelines amendment that prohibits acquitted conduct from being considered as sentencing. Yo, the federal government scrambling and scraping, y'all. Everybody's scrambling and scraping now. The feds, Tisha Tells, Jane Dale. Like, yo, this shit is getting out of control. All these years. This how y'all operated. Now, since they ain't get the verdict that they wanted, now all of a sudden, oh no, we want to be able to bring up the sex trafficking. And now, if the judge allows this, yo, this is going to be beyond bullshit. The judge is going to get investigated. Somebody going to go to jail. Like, yo, they trying anything, y'all. What's up, Churchill? They trying anything. So look, it say Combs faces up to 10 years in prison for each of his 2 convictions for interstate transportation for the purpose of prostitution. But prosecutors say their preliminary calculation of his standard range under U.S. Sentencing Commission guidelines is 51 to 63 months. His lawyer says it's 21 to 27 months, which it is. 21 to 27 months. Prosecutors didn't include it in their 51 to 63 month calculation, but they said they plan to seek a 4-point enhancement in Combs' offense level, which is a key component of federal sentencing for offenses involving fraud and coercion. So they trying to bring up fraud and coercion. Meanwhile, Diddy ain't get charged with that. Diddy beat that. Hold on, what the fuck? I lost it. If Judge Submarani agrees, that would increase Combs' standard range to 78 to 97 months in prison, which is 6 years and 6 months to slightly more than 8 years. Prosecutors also indicate that they may seek other enhancements because they haven't had adequate time to carefully consider all potential applicable guideline provisions. Yo, they trying anything, yo. No, they not trying to recharge. They trying to bring up the cases that he beat, the counts that he beat. They want to be able to include that in the sentencing guidelines, which makes absolutely no sense. And I have never heard of no situation like that before. But we know the judge ain't on the play. But yo, if they do that, I'm telling you, this case is going to get appealed so fast. Somebody's going to get in trouble, man. It's obvious they on bullshit. Like, why y'all trying? You lost. Except when y'all win, y'all don't be trying to do all this extra shit. You lost on the major counts. Accept the situation. They still trying to fight. Like it's over. It's over. I'd be surprised if the judge allowed that, but you never know. This judge been on bullshit the whole fucking trial. So this shit crazy. They trying to be able to bring up the counts that he beat. Fraud and coercion. He didn't get found guilty on fraud or coercion. How are y'all going to bring that up during sentencing? I'm interested to see what happens, y'all. The judge already was on bullshit. Like, I ain't never seen a situation where the state, where the government and the lawyer agreed to a date and the judge denied a bitch. Like, yo, that shit is fucking crazy. the judge and the defense attorneys and the prosecution agreed to a September 3rd court date or sentencing date. They agreed on it. They taking it front the judge, and the judge denied the bitch, make it October 3rd. I say, yo, these motherfuckers is crazy. That judge on some boy, he taking payment. He ain't moving on his own volition. I promise you that. Saying like he got something personal against Diddy. But that's why they gave him time, y'all. He a younger judge. He can be manipulated. He can be manipulated. Hey, I just realized, y'all, off topic. I got pardoned, yo, for my I caught a marijuana charge in 2004. I'll go to case search. They said they pardoned that bitch last year in 2024. I didn't even know that, so I can get that shit expunged out my record now. I think. Fuck, they just pardon shit, don't even say nothing. But that was off topic. I just seen that shit yesterday. I said, oh shit, I got pardoned from possession of marijuana charge that was on my record for 20 years that I couldn't get removed because of the our case. But it's still on my record. Like if it's pardoned, why that shit disappear? Why would it still be in your record if it's pardoned? It say pardoned by the governor, 24. All the way at the bottom of the page. But yeah, that was off topic. I just wanted to say that to y'all. But yeah, the feds on some bullshit, man. They know good and goddamn well that man guidelines is 21 to 27 months. Yo, how can you justify giving somebody a first-time offender anything over 3 years for transporting prostitutes to engage in sex? Like, we ain't talking about transporting prostitutes. We ain't talking about prostitution. Like Diddy, like Cassie was charging niggas, and they was coming through fucking her, and she was paying Diddy the money. Like, that's a whole different scenario. We talking about just for sexual gratification. How can you justify 8 years or 6 years? How can you justify anything over 3 years? Doesn't make sense. what bike do you shower? Shit don't make sense, man. But I seen that last night. I say, damn, these motherfuckers, they trying anything. They is not trying to accept defeat. They is not trying to accept defeat, yo. They ready to argue the sentencing guidelines. Like, they've been sentencing people under them same guidelines for 80 years prior. Well, not 80 years, but however many years they've been doing it. Now they want to change the guidelines. Since it don't go in their favor, since it's not beneficial to their recommendation. No, we want to be able to bring up the counts that he beat too as sentencing. That is bogus, y'all. I never heard no shit like that before. Never heard nothing like that before. Yeah. Fuck it is. Shit, okay, when I get to work, I'm more live. So I'm more live, okay, when I get to work. Yeah, they trying to do Diddy dirty, y'all. Like, it's fucked up, y'all. Like, I just think that shit is just crazy. Y'all locked the man up. Sent him through a month and a half trial. Had the man facing life in prison. Slandered him all through the internet. Slandered him all to the public. Lost on the major counts. And it's like, now it's like, fuck that. What the fuck can we do now? Oh shit, we're gonna argue the sentencing guidelines. Damn. That's how you know this 51 months they talking about is bogus. Because if y'all legitimately could get 51 months out of y'all wouldn't be trying to argue the guidelines. You know what I mean? Y'all wouldn't be trying to argue the guidelines. This judge on some bullshit too, man. I don't trust y'all. But I know one thing. Let them play crazy. Watch what happens. That judge gonna get himself in trouble. Because everybody, you know, I told you people take payment, but everybody ain't taking payment. And some of the motherfuckers that ain't gonna take no payment. I mean, they get paid, especially the judges that been on the bench for 30 years, man, they solidified. They ain't trying to fuck up their resume. They ain't trying to fuck shit up. I just can't see the justification, y'all. You gotta take out the domestic violence, all the assaults of Cassie. None of that matters in the sentencing because he beat all of that. So all you dealing with is a person that transported prostitutes for sex, like 6 to 8 years. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Diddy probably be the only person in prison that got that much time for that shit on the first offense. That shit crazy. Yo, I ain't really want to talk about Jane Dale. I just wanted to, you know, make that a reminder that we found out that Jane Dale is the reason Biggie got killed. And man, we gotta make that stick, yo. We know the real reason now. It wasn't because of Diddy. It wasn't because of Mace. It was Jane Dale's fault, yo. That's why Jane Dale was out here living with regret. And he can't let it go. Biggie been dead for 75 years now. And this nigga's still talking about him because I think he has nightmares about that night, man. The night that changed his life. He need to write a book on that. He like writing books, don't he? The night that changed my life. They came through. They walked past the car. They spotted Big. They shot him. I ducked. I ran. I chased him for a light. And I got fired. It could be a one-page book. You can do that shit in one page. But I think he just gotta get it out of him, though. You know, he might gotta put it on paper. Now, sometimes when you're going through things, well, I don't do this, but some people do this. They like to write shit down. You know, it's like it's therapeutic. So, Jane Dale need to write a one-page book explaining how he dropped the ball when Biggie got killed. And I think he'd be alright after that, man. I think he can sleep well at night. He can stop blaming Diddy. Take accountability for his lackluster performance that night. His performance was lackluster, man. Yeah, that's what it looked like. They is all in on the play. But you know, regardless of what happened, once they appeal and that shit go to the Supreme Court and they go to a 3-judge panel, it's gonna be hard to, you know what I mean, to uphold that shit. And then I know Trump watching, because Trump got a beef with the criminal justice system too. Trump might pardon that nigga immediately. Just off the fact that he don't fuck with the criminal justice system either, because it was weaponized against him. That's the good thing that Diddy got in his favor. It's obvious that they can see that it's obvious to Trump that the criminal justice system can be weaponized, which means it can be outside influences that make these people prosecute maliciously. And he see that shit. If they get Diddy more time than his guidelines, I would expect a pardon, like immediately. I told y'all before though, them newer judges. A senior judge wouldn't have took this case because they knew it was flawed and they didn't want it on his record. But one of them, they get these cases, like I think in the Eastern District of New York, it's only one more judge that got less time than Judge Semeranian. He only been on the bench for 2 years. What's up, Kenna? What's up, Chelsea? Hey, Chelsea, did you see Jane Dale admit that he got Biggie killed? You seen that? He admitted it a couple days ago. He don't even know he admitted it, but he did. Just like Sadie Nash admitted he was a rat. Like, these niggas stupid. Motherfuckers be talking so much, they just be exposing themselves. Got Suddy Nash admitted he's a rat. Jane Dale admitted he got Biggie killed. That nigga said, man, you know I ran that light. Yo, that shit was funny as hell. Yo, hey, yo replied to Bass when Bass said, why ain't nobody shoot back? Yo reply was, man, you know we ran the light. Yo ran the light. Hey, yo, somebody, he probably got nightmares of just running the light. That's all he remember. All I remember from the night is, once the shots got fired, I ran the light, and the car disappeared. Like, that's all he remember. He don't remember nothing else. That nigga probably ducked and hid and cried for weeks. Think about the light he ran. He only ran one light. He stopped at the next one. You know, the next light was red, so get 2 tickets in one night. You know what I mean? You know, a red light ticket to get you, you know, that shit in New York, that shit probably $500. So he only ran one light. And the other light was yellow when he was pulling up, and that bitch turned red. So he was thinking about if he should stop or not, or go through it. but he was thinking about that $500 ticket. He's like, nah, I'm gonna stop at this light. I already ran one. You know, we can't do 2 lights in one night. Yeah, man. That nigga said, yeah, you know I ran the light. Hey, yo, that shit is hilarious. That nigga North Memphis, he did say that. He did so say that. They North Memphis, that is exactly what he said. Yeah, all the dialogue. He said it's all the no. He said he ran a light. That was 4 days ago. Now 5 days ago, I guess. Now he was beefing with Mace. Hey, no, we watched it. Let me pull it back up. You think I'm lying? Let me pull it back up. You talking about I made it up? You always think I be making shit up. They be making shit up. No, remember you supposed to be on my side. You know I don't be over here lying. You think listen to him. That nigga say, yeah, you know I ran a light, nigga. The fuck, that's the first light I ever ran in my life. Listen to him.
Lately, I've also been crushing my dating game.
Think I'm lying. I'll be lying on people. I don't lie on people, man. Man, my sources don't ever mislead me. Tell me I lied. He did so fucking say that shit. He said he ran the light, man. Check him out.
Mace, what's going on, Playboy?
Good, man. I wanted to talk to you, man, because number one.
You want me to put you on the show or what?
You can. You can. You on the show right now?
Yeah, I'm on my show right now, Mace.
Yeah, I don't mind. I just like Gene, I know you. So the first thing I think when you be saying stuff, I think you need to be more truthful, man, because you were there and you saw some things, but it seemed like you're doing stuff for ratings and instead of just being real. If you're gonna tell people the truth, don't blemish my name and try to make your show look better. Tell the absolute truth, man.
How do I blemish your name, Mace?
I know, but you keep saying stuff like me and Diddy, like, you know I'm a real man. Like, why you got looking at me funny about what you saying, bro?
How I got somebody, hold up. How do I have somebody looking at you funny, Mace?
Just straight up, because you know, like, you saying funny stuff about religion and all that, like me and him saying, like, yo, you know, I don't even play like that, bro.
Bro, let me tell you something. Did I say you and him was praying together? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
I know you to be a real one. I know you to be a real one.
Go ahead.
I know you to be an upstanding guy. So I'm not expecting no funny business from you. Like, even in your show, you said some stuff about you and Puff was taking a picture when he was shot dead before he even got killed. But you never really addressed that. So if you don't start addressing stuff, bro, address the real stuff, man. Don't be playing around, because this is not a game. This is people's life. And I'm the only one really willing to say something or to do something about it. I ain't hiding behind no YouTube and all of that.
So you saying, Mace, hold up. You saying that you know who I am. You know you. Go ahead.
I'm saying in your video, it's in your video where you said you took a picture with a nigga who shot Big. That's crazy.
Bruh.
You said took a picture with him.
Bruh. You're not listening. Bruh, listen here. Mace, when you talk, I don't say a thing. When I talk, I want the same respect. Now, what I told you was, and what you didn't hear, was they showed me a picture of me, Puff, and the nigga who killed, that Lil C said killed Big. The FBI said they saw the picture too. When they showed me the picture, they had the face blurred out. I didn't say I took a picture. I said the FBI. Yo, bro. I said that the LAPD showed me a picture of me, Puff, and the nigga who shot Big. The Lucy said.
Why would you, Puff and Big? Why would you and Puff be taking a picture with a girl? That don't make no sense.
Because they showed me the picture. I don't know who took the picture. What do you mean? The nigga walked up the Puff car first. And I think.
Why was y'all with him?
Puff was in the car. I was standing on the outside. This nigga was coming up down the drive. He was coming down the street. What are you talking about? So if you want to say something, Mace, tell us why you didn't go. Mace, why you didn't go to the party? Mace, why you didn't go to the party?
The party? Because I was in a hotel with Brandy.
Why you didn't go? Brandy told you told me that Brandy told you, let's go to the party. Why you didn't go to the party?
I ain't want to go.
I didn't go to the party because all y'all seem like snakes. And I'm not going to...
So, Mace, who told you, Mace, didn't I tell you, listen here, Mace, let's keep it 100. When you was riding around,
Answer. Let me answer.
Go ahead.
Let me answer the question. You guys went to security. If somebody shot the biggest rapper in the world, why y'all didn't shoot back? Y'all had friends?
Mace, let me ask you something. I'm gonna get to that. Mace, one question. When you was riding around Cali with Stevie J, didn't I pull you to the side?
Yeah, why ain't nobody shoot back? Yo, that is a valid question. That's why it's Gene Deal's fault, yo. Gene Deal got Biggie killed, man. That's why he got so much anger. He got Biggie killed. His agency knew about it, and he had to work night shift at after hour spots. Right? He went from bodyguarding the biggest rapper in the game to patting niggas down, asking niggas for IDs. And he can't take accountability for it, so he blaming everybody else. But hold up, he ain't get to the part where he say, yo, you know I ran the light. Check him out. No offense for telling I'm lying. I ain't never gonna lie on this nigga.
One question. When you was riding around Cali with Stevie J, didn't I pull you to the side and say, what the fuck is you doing in a drop-top Benz riding around with Stevie J around Cali? Did I say that to you, Mace? Did I say that to you, Mace?
Actors, we can make you believe we know what we're doing, when in fact, we do not.
To you, Mace? That's some sucker. You hear what he just said? You don't want to know the truth. That was your man, Mace. Mace, you want to feel a certain kind of way, brother? You tell the truth. That ain't the only reason why you didn't go. You was in the room with Brandy. He talking about nobody shot back. He know me and Tone ran after them cats. He knew we blew the light. He know I told him, why you running around here with...
He blew the light. That's all he did was blow the light, man. He ain't do nothing else. I don't need to hear nothing else. All I need to know is he blew the light. That constitutes to nothing. If a motherfucker come through and shoot the car up, yo, my homeboys better not blow the light. I fucking mean, you might as well just stay there. Yeah, man, you had a better chance of getting me to the hospital than just blowing a light. So he caused a death on multiple levels. He could have got Big to the hospital instead of blowing the light. And he had a lapse in judgment. So it's his fault. And all this is crazy. In 30 years, we finally figured out who's to blame for the murder of Biggie. And it's fucking Jane Dale. Damn. All this time it was right in our face. We ain't never noticed. It was right. He said he can't answer the question, Sean. he can't answer the. How can you answer? I mean, why ain't nobody shoot back? You was head of security, my nigga. You should have went out in a blaze. It should have been a wild, wild west out there after Biggie got killed. Y'all had stress. You ain't shoot nothing. Whole team fired. You never get a job again. You're out of here. Fuck, I blew the light. You know we blew the light. He said that shit like it was slick. You better go stop at the light, dumbass. Out here, he probably got a ticket for that shit too. You got a $500 ticket because you blew the light. Ain't shoot nothing though. He blew the light. What you mean? The fuck you talking about? Hey, yo, how I'm like, no, Memphis. If something was to happen to one of your family members, if you had security for one of your family members or somebody you know, and they got murdered, while the security you hired was present, and when you talk to that security guard, you ask them what the fuck you do, and they be like, well, you know, I blew the light. What the fuck you gonna say, though, Memphis? What you gonna say? If they be like, well, you know, I mean, I did blow the light. So you like, man, look, let me see your gun. Your shit's still full. You still got one in the head. I'm saying, though, but I blew the light, though. Like, I need some type of recognition for blowing that light. I got a ticket coming in the mail. I know I do. The flash, you know, it flashed me. The light had cameras. Oh, my God. Jane Dale was head of security of Bad Boy, man. Biggie had his own security. Jane Dale was the head of security. He blew the light. That's all he did. But you never answered the question. If you hired security for somebody you knew and a person got seriously injured while the security you hired was present, and you reach out to the security staff and they tell you, I blew the light, what are you going to say? North Memphis. Where's going to be your response to that? Oh, all right, well, at least you tried. I mean, I appreciate you blowing the light. You know, it take a lot of courage to do that. Like, what you say? Would you give him grace? You go back, well, everybody, when your whole family get together, so what the fuck security do North Memphis? I mean, well, he did blow the light. Hey, man. I can't ask for too much more than that. Like, shit, good nigga class, he got Biggie killed, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. And that's why he can't sleep at night. That's why every day he's slandering Diddy. He making up these wild allegations because he can't deal with the fact that he blew the light. Oh, baby, you crazy. Let me let him finish. Maybe he's gonna say maybe he went through another light too. He probably went through 2 lights. Let's see. See if he went through 2 lights.
And none of this owe me either. Yeah, call about he don't want to hear it. But let me just tell you something, Mr. Mace. I don't do nothing for ratings. I don't give a shit about this. You talking about you're the only one that's willing to say something. Man, you just not coming out against Cat. I started this years ago. In 97, I was the first one to go on MTV. In 97, when Nick Bloomfield and Miss Wallace came and asked me to do that, I was the first one spoke up. None of y'all spoke up. Y'all was steady running around this Cat. I was the one. You know the money I was making in the street. You know I was with the 112th Street, Posse, Slick and the Family, same game. But you know, Mace, I was right there. No, one of the biggest rappers. You right. I told them before they even left the house, I was the only one. All the security was snaked. I told you, Mace, You know why you ain't come. You couldn't answer that.
I don't want to hear that. I want to hear more about the lights. The lights. I think we need a better clarification. How many lights did Jane Dale run that day? I want to hear about. I don't want to hear about none of that other shit. I want to know how many lights did you run, Jane, and how much was the tickets? Did you get tickets for these lights? You know what I mean? Other than that, I'm not interested in anything else Jane Dale got to say. I want real answers, man. Did you really run the light or was it yellow? You know, real. I got real questions. No, it's not Puff problem. You had super cop Jane Dale. Jane Dale could have bodyguarded everybody. The way he talked. The fuck, you didn't need nobody else but Jane Dale. Jane Dale was super security, man. He ain't fired a shot. He could at least shot one. God damn. Hey, God damn, you ain't let your gun blow, man. What the fuck is up with you, Jane? That's what you trained for, right? That man had an opportunity. He had a chance to save the day, and he folded. He ducked and hiding and went into a trance. That nigga had a brain freeze at the most important moment in his life. Got Biggie killed, man. Rest in peace to Big, man. I'm sorry. I apologize to Biggie family, yo, for Jane Dale letting y'all down. You know, since he probably ain't gonna do it. I'm apologize for Jane Dale to the family of Notorious B.I.G. They're still here, still be here if Jane Dale didn't have a lapse in judgment. Seriously, shit fucked up, man. They fuck with Biggie too. Imagine how many more hits we could have got from Biggie, yo. Jane Dale ain't fooled. This nigga crazy, man. Nigga folded. I'm here folded. Nigga like a lawn chair.
If a brick, stay out. Let's get back to this, man, because you called in for a minute. You know what I'm saying, with that bullshit. I don't never want to know how real it is.
You ain't ran one light?
Come on, some YouTube show. Now, y'all ask for Mace? There you go.
So he ran one light and stopped at the next one. He supposed to ran every light. He supposed to still been running. They supposed to been running till he ran out of gas. Jane Dale was supposed to been chasing that motherfucker till the gas ran out. If he wasn't going to shoot, at least he could have called 911. That nigga probably called 911. You know, this bitch security out here called the police. Hey, yo, hold up, yo. Who called 911 when Biggie got shot, man? I think it was Jane Dale. Yo, we need to get the 911 call from when Jane Dale called the police.
Now, y'all ask for Mace? There you go. He gonna stay. He told me he want to get down to the business, and he gonna talk about all the security was snakes. Get the hell out of here. No, that wasn't no troll, brother. That was Mace. I know Mace's voice. And the reason I know that was no troll because he didn't call me. He called me on my private phone. You understand what I'm saying? He called me on my private phone. And the only way he could have got that number was MREC. Get it? I got two phones. He called me on my private phone. Now, he ain't gonna call on the show. I ain't got no rap phone. It's whatever.
I was actually in a hotel with a young lady.
And when you heard this information, what was your next actions?
My next actions? After what?
When you heard Biggie died, did you stay in your hotel room? Did you leave out? Did you want to go back to New York?
I actually was trapped in a hotel.
Now I want to ask the question. What do you mean trapped?
It was about probably like 70 or so bloods in the hallway. I couldn't even leave my room.
How'd you get out?
One of the guys.
Why would it be 70 bloods in your hallway after Biggie Smalls died?
Actually, after Big got killed, they was probably looking for more bad boy artists. And I couldn't even leave the room till Gene Dill, the officer had to come get me.
So he was trying to divert that whole conversation and make it seem like, so Gene, why you didn't shoot? Listen to me. It wasn't because Big wasn't my principal. He knew the fact that we had blew the light. And we was halfway down the block, crossed the light, and then when the first shot went off, our driver took straight off. I'm screaming at our driver because he was told that somebody was pointing a gun at Big them. He should have just threw the car in reverse.
Oh man, everybody, I ain't buying it. So he blew the light, which means so he didn't run the light. Blew the light means he got stuck at the light. And then when so he didn't even, what the fuck? It's even worse. It's definitely Jane Dale's fault. Now I don't even think it's up to debate. It is definitely Jane Dale's fault. He was the head of security. He got stuck at the light. He didn't want to run a red light. God damn it, Jane. Jane Dale probably having nightmares, man. That nigga probably having nightmares. What's up, Kim? Fuck it is. Hey, North Memphis. He's the head of security, North Memphis. I'm not trying to hear that shit. He was the head of security, man. He was the head of bad boy security. He said it on numerous occasions. If a person gets murdered and you the head of security, it is your fault. it is your fault. Hey, Sean ain't even had cameras back then, so he could have hit the light. So I'm screaming at the driver, bitch, you should have got out, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Biggie just got killed, nigga. Bluffing ass, nigga. But yeah, I'm glad we got confirmation on that. Case solved. You know what I mean? There's no more conspiracy of what happened with Big. Now we know. Jane Dale was the culprit. If Jane Dale would have did a better job that night of securing, we wouldn't be going through none of this shit, man. Fucking Tupac might still be alive. Fuck, we blaming Jane Dale for that too. He got Tupac and Biggie killed. Fuck it. Out this bitch. Bluffing. Out this motherfucker lying and shit. You know what I mean? Acting like Diddy did you so wrong because you couldn't get a job. You had to resort. You had to work the middle school. you had to be a resource officer at the local middle school because you fucking squandered the opportunity of a lifetime. Fuck out of here, Jane. Well, why he say that then? No, man, don't take that up with me. Take that up with him. He said he was the head of security. I ain't say the shit. He said it. He said him and Diddy had a conversation about him being the head of security at Bad Boy. And Big Diddy, he told Diddy, only thing, if something happened, don't mention my name. That's what he said. These are his words. Take that up with him. Don't argue with me about it. He said the shit. I'm just repeating it. Now, if he lied, then, hey, why the fuck would he do that? That means he lied about everything. He lied about something so small. You know what I mean? That ain't nothing to lie about. Then why was Jane Dale there? If Diddy didn't hire Jane, why the fuck was he there? Shouldn't have been there, man. It was out of his league. I think he was more suited to work the middle school. You know what I mean? He was more suited to work the club let house. You know, he asked for ID, pat you down real nice. You know, he tall, he was like a bouncer. So he went from a celebrity bodyguard to a bouncer. You know, ain't nothing wrong. You know, bouncers get paid good money on a good night, depending on what club they work in. You can't blame Diddy for that. That's your fault, nigga. You dropped the ball. I'd have fired his ass too, and made him unhireable. You put a blemish on my motherfucking organization, on my agency. Non-rehireable. Go to Philly if you want to work. New Jersey said they ain't want him. Hey, no, man, you must ain't see the live we just sang. You must ain't see the last all the dialogue where he said he had to work all jobs because he couldn't get hired. You must ain't see that video. We watched that yesterday. We actually watched it the last 2 days. He said, these are his words. Like, you coming at me, you need to say this shit to him. I'm only repeating what he said. I'm just repeating what he said. He said out his own mouth, After Biggie got killed, he couldn't get a job. Now, what I'm saying is he had to work at the local middle school. You know, he was like a behavior monitor. I mean, he went from bodyguard to being a behavior monitor. But what he said was he couldn't get a job. Everywhere he went, they wouldn't hire him. They kept bringing up the big shit. They kept bringing up bad boy. So he did say that he had to work clubs. All right. He did. Now, I just took it a step further and say no. I don't think clubs wanted him either. I think he was more suited for the pools. I mean, he worked security at the neighborhood pool. You know, that's just me adding to the situation. You know, on information and belief. that's me on information and belief. Said that he had to work at the pools.
Overcoming bitterness.
Don't get mad at me, man. Get mad at Jane Dale, man. He the one said the shit. Ain't my fault. If he did a better job, man, Big would still be here. Ain't no getting caught at the light. Well, explain to me, man. I think I have a very good understanding of the role Jane Dale played in Biggie death. I don't think it was anything what is there to misunderstood? He blew the light. He blew the light. Ain't nothing to misunderstood. Now blowing the light can mean he ran the light. Blowing the light can mean he got stuck at the light. But whatever happened, he ain't fired a shot. Nobody on Jane Dale or none of his staff fired not one shot. At least when Tupac died, it was shots fired. You know what I mean? When Tupac died, shots got fired, man. When Biggie died, crickets. Crickets. Nothing happened. Fucked up, man. Let Biggie go out like that. Man, see to the motherfucking bunny heads, man. Straight up, man. What it is. Fuck it is. And we just over here talking about some 1990 shit. We just realized, we found out who killed Biggie. After all these years. Found out who killed Biggie. And we'd have never Jane Dale. East Baltimore in the building. But yeah, though, y'all. I'm ready to get ready to go to work, though, y'all. Y'all make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Share the live. If you catch us on the replay, hit the like button. I gotta go put these hours in. I don't know how it's looking today, so I might go live again a little later. Depending on how it look. Look ugly out here, for real. Then he can't go to Philly either. I tried to send him to New Jersey yesterday. Somebody from New Jersey said, no, he can't come to Jersey. He definitely can't come to Baltimore, so we might gotta send him up. Send his ass to Boston. I guess, yeah, I mean, the East Coast ain't fucking with him. We might gotta send him to Boston, man. We sending Shane Dale to Boston. Up there with 1090 Jake. Him and 1090 Jake probably good friends. Yeah, I'll be live at 12. Say yo to Russia. God, I don't think he can fuck with over there in Russia. Yeah, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. What's the com said? Fuck that boy name is Rainwater. Rainwater said the same thing about Mo 3. Well, how do we know if that's true, North Memphis? You can't believe Jane Dale. Jane Dale has a vendetta. When somebody has a vendetta, they say anything, man. He has a vendetta. You don't know what the truth is. But hell yeah, though. Like I said, make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, share the live. It's another day, keep it G News, and I'm out.